Hey guys, this is Eric. I'm coming at you with another product review, and I think you're going to be excited about this, hopefully as excited as I am about this. Let's get started. Okay, so the product that I will be reviewing today is called the ComfortBelt. Now, the ComfortBelt is from a company out of the UK, but fortunately they ship all over the world, so I'm really excited that they're able to do that. Now, this product is a support band. Support bands are generally used to keep your pouch close to your body. It helps to lower the pouch's profile. It also gives you support if you're doing a lot of movement, things like that. Now, another advantage to using a product like this is the fact that if you're a guy or if you're a woman who likes to have their shirts tucked into their pants, then you're able to do that without really any issues, because usually you'll have the belt line underneath the stoma in the configuration that you're using this product. So how exactly do you use this product? Well, first of all, this band is meant to be worn on a person that has their ostomy appliance horizontally. Now, I know that that's not a traditional way of wearing your appliance, but believe me, the more you do it, the more comfortable you become with it, and you really start to enjoy that feeling, because it offers you quite a bit more, I would say, freedom and flexibility when you're wearing it in that way. Now, I do have to mention that there are a couple of caveats to having your pouch horizontally. The first one, obviously, is it's going to change the way you empty your bag. There's a little bit of a learning curve. It's not too bad. I'll be honest, it's really not that bad at all. But once you get used to it, it becomes like second nature. The second challenge that I find with wearing my pouch horizontally is the fact that most often the filter on your bag will usually clog up a lot faster than it would normally. Now, for some people that may not be a big issue. Some people don't really have filters on their bags. But for other people, if your filter tends to leak, then you really need to watch out when you're wearing a product like this. And I would suggest, if you have a product like that, and I know for me it happens to be a lot of the Convatec products, I would suggest wearing the filterless version of the same pouch, and then that will avoid the whole issue altogether. Another question that I also get regarding this type of product is whether or not it restricts the output. And I would have to say, for the most part, no, it doesn't. Obviously, I'm assuming you're getting a belt that actually fits you, nothing super tight, but for the most part, it doesn't. Now, I will say that for me, having an ileostomy with usually thicker output, I often find myself, obviously because there's no gravity pulling the output down to the bottom of the bag, I find myself moving it over to the side. So I kind of squish that poop over to the side of the bag. That's generally not an issue. You can really do that quickly. It's not a big deal. But if you don't do that, what'll tend to happen is the output will simply accumulate around your stoma. Now, that's assuming you have really thick output. If you've got more liquid output or loose output, then it's generally not a worry. Now, in addition to that, another question that I get is, will this affect my wear time? And I know technically it should look like it would affect your wear time, because when you're wearing it, the output fills and it tends to stay around the stoma rather than collect at the bottom of the bag. But I found that it actually not only has no impact on the wear time, but I often find that it sometimes benefits me. And I find that the wafer tends to adhere a lot better to my skin, and I think that's because of the added pressure that it applies. But I've really not experienced any issues with that. Now, I will say, I've been wearing this product for several weeks now, at least 3 weeks, I would say, and I've been wearing it 24/7. I don't tend to wear accessories 24/7. Usually at nighttime, I'll either remove the stoma guard or I'll remove the ostomy wrap or whatever else I happen to be wearing. But this product here I've been wearing 24/7, with the exception of, obviously, if I'm going to have a shower or if I need to wash this, then I'll take it off. But it's been super comfortable day and night. The only challenges that I've had at night is because the pouch fills up more often and quickly, I would say. When I wake up, there's a lot of output in that bag, and that to me makes it a little more difficult to get out, because it's kind of ballooned in there. There's a bit more challenges getting it out, but it's never been stuck in there. It's never been stuck in this product, so I can't say that it's been a challenge. Now, if you use smaller appliances, then it really shouldn't be a problem at all. But because I use the larger, usually the 12-inch bags, then it really fills this product up to maximum capacity. Now, I do also want to mention that this product is compatible with both one-piece and two-piece appliances. Now, there are benefits to wearing one over the other. I find that with the one-piece appliance, you don't have the ability to rotate that bag freely, and for some people they might want to do that. Let's say during the day or at night they might want to return it back to a vertical position. But the advantage that you get with a one-piece is it has a much lower profile. Okay, there's no plastic flange there to kind of bulk it up, and I find that it makes emptying the pouch a lot easier. Now, having said that, I find that when I'm wearing a two-piece, I feel as if my stoma is better protected. Now, I do have a protruding stoma. That means it sticks out a bit more from my skin. It's not flat with the skin. And I find that by having that little flange around there, it keeps my stoma a little more protected, and I just feel safer with it. But now, having said that, I've worn it both with a one-piece and two-piece, and it works phenomenally well with this product. So I just want to give you some details on this particular product. It's made of a material that's very stretchy, and it's actually a two-way stretch, which obviously will accommodate you when you're moving, but also as your bag fills. Now, you can order this product in different sizes, but it does have a Velcro fastener here that you can adjust. So if you happen to be gaining a bit of weight or losing a bit of weight, you can always compensate for that. And I always find that it's very comfortable on me. I don't have it riding up or slipping or shifting or anything like that. And it works very, very well. Now, there is a little zipper down at the bottom, and I'll show you how that works a little later on, but that allows you access to your bag so that you don't actually have to take the whole thing off every time you go to empty it. Now, let's talk about how you put this thing on. So what I like to do is make sure that my appliance is already on. I try to make sure that it's completely empty before I actually put the ComfortBelt on. And then I'll actually apply the ComfortBelt on in a way that it's not actually on my appliance yet, but it is secure and it's, kind of holding itself in place. Then the next step is I will open the bottom up. You simply feed your pouch through it, and this will actually accommodate many different size flanges, and I've used everything from the very large Hollister Premier product to this much smaller Hollister New Image two-piece. And then after that, you're basically going to slide it over. You're going to make sure that nothing's, crumpled up in here. And what I generally try to do is I try to pull the outlet just back to the side here. And what that does is it just helps to flatten everything up. I zip it up, and I'm good to go. Now, if I find that this is too loose or too tight, I'll adjust it at this point, but you're pretty much, ready to go. You can tuck in your shirt if you need to. You can just go ahead and wear it like that, and everything is nice and secure. Now, when it comes time to emptying your appliance, it's very, very simple. You don't have to remove this. You basically unzip it. You take your appliance out. Now, the nice thing is you can actually bring this up and over so that it's not interfering with anything, and you have full control here. You can move some of the stool around if it's collected along the top. And you can just go ahead and empty like that. Now, for some people that sit on a toilet and they have to aim straight down, you can still do that. It's not going to be too much of an issue. I tend to kneel down, so this direction that I'm outputting, or that I'm emptying my bag, is actually quite easy for me to do when I'm kneeling down in front of the toilet. So this makes it extremely easy. Once I'm done and I've cleaned up my appliance, I simply just put it back in. Again, I make sure that everything is fitting nice in there. You don't have to be, too concerned about whether or not you're getting it 100%, but, it just makes me feel more comfortable knowing that it's completely flat. Again, I pull on the side here. This is the flange. I just pull it over, and then I zip it up. Done. Now, I do want to say that I've actually worn the ComfortBelt on roller coasters and on many different rides at the amusement park. It performed amazing. And actually, I tend to prefer it more than stoma guards now, because I find that because of the way it sits horizontally, it avoids any of the harnesses or any of the equipment holding you into the ride, and it really doesn't get in the way. I also find that because of that added support, the pouch isn't dangling around or moving around as it would if you just had it out loose. So it works very well, and I'm pretty happy about that. So overall, I'm super, super happy with this product. I would recommend it to anyone who's looking for either a support band or an alternative to ostomy wraps. It does offer several more features over the ostomy wrap. And it's actually really, really easy if you want to tuck in your shirt into your pants or do anything like that. I also find it to be super comfortable all day, all night. I don't find that I sweat much more when wearing it. Obviously, it's an extra layer of fabric, so depending on the climate that you're in, it may cause you to sweat a little bit more, but that material actually does keep a lot of the moisture off your skin as well. So again, guys, I really recommend this product. If you're looking for something like it, go ahead and check it out. They do have styles for women, and obviously I haven't tried those, but I would imagine they would fit just the same as this. Anyway, hope you love the review. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do so. You'll get a lot more tips and reviews, things like that related to ostomies in the future. If you like this video and you found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up. And leave a comment below if you've tried a product like this or if you're considering trying a product like this. And I'd love to hear from you. Anyway, guys, we'll see you in the next review. Take it easy.